Welcome back, friends. So in today's video, I want to talk about how you can build a following using email marketing. Social media is great, but you don't own it. So let's build a list that you own. Stay tuned. So stay tuned to the end because I have a little bit of a tip regarding blogs that where you can repurpose your content. So stay till the end. Okay, so social media is really great, and you could have 20,000 followers on Instagram, but only like 20 in your email list. Well, your email list is better because you own those. You own that list. It's not going to go away. As long as you're sending to your list on a regular basis, your list is being kept up to date. First thing that you have to do with email marketing is make a plan. And your first thing that you need to decide is which email marketing service are you going to use. So I like Constant Contact. ConvertKit is also very good. I have used MailChimp in the past, and they're great when you're first starting out. You have 0 subscribers because it's free. But once you have a big enough list to start paying for it, I don't think MailChimp is worth it anymore. Their services are just not as good as the other two that I mentioned. There's others as well. There's too many to mention in this video. But I use Constant Contact. I like the services that I get with them. So there is, here in the United States, something called the Can-Spam Act. Now, this is why you need to use a service like Constant Contact or ConvertKit or MailChimp. And that is because they're going to keep you honest. They're going to prevent you from spamming. If you try to add a list to their service that you don't own, they'll block you. The one thing that the government really likes, the United States government likes, is that you are giving people an opportunity to opt in that they want to receive your emails. You're also giving them an opt-out. You're giving them a way at the bottom of every email, and a way to unsubscribe. Now you might say, I don't want them to unsubscribe. Well, none of us want them to. So you have to create good emails in order to keep them. But this way you're not spamming anybody. You're not sending them emails that they no longer want. If they don't want your emails, then you don't want them in your list. You want people who really want to hear from you, who really like you, like your artwork, and want to hear from you on a regular basis. If they no longer care about you, then good riddance, right? Let them unsubscribe. So I'll put the link below for the information on the Can-Spam Act. You really should take it seriously. Do not try to send emails from your regular email account. You might have 200 emails that you're going to blind CC, and you're going to send out an email. Oh my God, you'll end up losing your email account. If you're with, I don't care if you're with AOL, Gmail, G Suite, whether you have your own domain name, whoever is providing that service to you is going to block you because you will be seen as a spammer. So do not do that. Definitely get an account. If you don't have any money, get an account with MailChimp. I think the first 1,000 emails are free. It might be 500, but I'm not sure. But and then you can send them a couple of times a month. You can send out an email. Not a big deal. And they also will look professional. You want to send professional looking emails. The second part of your plan needs to be, how are you going to grow your email list? There's a couple of ways of doing that. For instance, in person. If you have events at your studio or you're going to be part of an exhibition, you can have a little guest book. And definitely, a lot of guest books do not mention email. I would relabel the top so that it has name and email address. And but a great way to do this is right on your website. They're already there. Encourage them to subscribe to your email list with a pop-up. So you can have it so that when they scroll like 50% of the way down, this thing pops up, and you can do a little giveaway or something. You can, encourage them in some way to want to join. People don't want to just give you their email address. So a lot of times you have to give them an incentive. So I do like a free printable download. They can only print like 5x7, but it's a cute little thing. So I get people sign up all the time. Another thing to do is to put that same email opt-in in your footer so that it's on the bottom of every page. So that way, if that pop-up did come and they closed it, now they're seeing some of your content and they're seeing more of your artwork, and they might think, oh, I should have signed up. Well, now they can do that in your footer. So it's important that you make your emails interesting. And how do you do that? I mean, content is the hardest part. This is what stops people from sending emails. Now, if you have a very active career where you are exhibitioning in different places and participating in workshops or, doing all sorts of things, lucky you have content. If you don't have a lot going on, especially these days with COVID, like who's even having an exhibition, right? They are still having them. I'm not participating in them, but we are doing open houses at my studio. So what we do once a month when we have an open house is a couple of days prior, I send out an email reminding my list that, that we're going to be open on that evening. I give them the address, the hours that we're open, and I tell them any other interesting fact about the evening, like what music, what band is going to be playing that night, or what exhibition on the first floor is going to be there. So, giving them a little bit more incentive to come out. In the same email, I will probably, post like a featured one of my paintings with a link to my website for them to learn more. I might have a couple of products from my shop, maybe small paintings or prints or something. So I break it up with different kinds of content. Here's my little tip. Start a blog. This will help with your email marketing. This is the repurposed content that I was talking about. So you can not only improve your website ranking by blogging, but now you have content that you can share not only on social media, but in your email. So that has been the best thing, I think, is being able to drive traffic to the website from my email marketing. Whenever I send out an email, I get a lot more traffic to my website. So why not send them to something that they're going to enjoy? Maybe a little story about the past, or about what your dreams are for the future, whatever you feel like blogging about. And if you have anything else like a video, like for instance on this channel, I create these videos and then I make a blog post where I have the video embedded and I write a little bit of something. And then I can, instead of sending the link in my email marketing to YouTube, I send them to my website to look at the video. Does that make any sense? We want to constantly drive traffic to the website. So another mistake that I see people make, let's say this blog post, or instead of doing a blog post, they write this whole thing and they put it right in the email. And then, people still get to read it, but they didn't drive any traffic to their website. It would be better if they put that article on the website as a blog post, put an excerpt to it on the email marketing with a little read more button that goes back to the website. That is a smarter way to build your content. So I hope that helps. I'm not making this a specific tutorial on how to build an email because all of the services are a little bit different. So depending on which service you go with, it's pretty much drag and drop. Make sure you include your logo at the top. Definitely put images put buttons that send them to your website, and just make it a little bit interesting. That's all. A little interesting. Easier said than done, I know. I hope that this type of content is useful to you. And if you have any questions, please leave me a comment and I will answer all your questions. So please come again soon, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.